back to the channel, Fat Boys. Today I got the brand new 2022 Street Glide ST running the 117 motor, and I am up here at Black Bear Harley-Davidson. Just a huge shout out to Black Bear again for allowing me to come on up here and demo all these bikes. It is a amazing offer that they allow me to come up here. You guys should really come out here and check them out. They allow you to come out and test ride any bikes. They are super nice here. One of the best dealerships I have ever been to. Thank you again, Black Bear Harley-Davidson. So this is the brand new Street Glide ST, and it does have the 117 Milwaukee 8 inside of it. Amazing. There are a couple differences from the original Street Glide. As noted, it does have the shorter bags, and the suspension is up a lot higher. You also do have the solo seat, and you got a couple nice little finishes on here. Exactly like how you have the nice golding right here. You also got a lot of nice blackout details. It is so exciting. Let's go ahead and hop on the bike and start talking about some of the details. So first thing, as I'm noticing as I'm hopping over, the suspension is a little bit higher. It's a little bit more raised up. I have a 32-inch inseam, and I am also on a little bit of an incline going this way, and still I'm able to easily flat foot this bike, no problem. The handlebars are super comfortable, right where you want them to be. So for other details, I am 5'11", and this bike fits me perfectly. I am right within that bracketry that a lot of people, that Harley-Davidson specifically, really wants their riders to be. You have some nice cubbies here where you can put all your extra doodads. Oh, that one's not a cubby. Interesting. So you got a nice single cubby right there where you can also put your phone in, and even has a USB charging station right within there. You got your speaker system, and you got some vents. You got your mirrors, brake, clutch, horn, high beam, low beam, turn signal. You also have your navigation that you can talk to. You got your stereo system. You got your cruise control. You got your thing. You got your controls for the screen. Again, turn signal, go back. That is the kill switch, hazards, and start button. Ooh. Again, after riding the Lowrider S, that was also 117, you just feel the difference in the 117. It has that little bit more of a grunt through it. You also got your radio right here. Sounds super good. Let's not get demonetized. You got your fuel, you got your speed, you got your RPMs, and you also got your voltmeter right here. Another quick difference is that you no longer have the gas right here in the center. You have it right off here to the side, and you only have one, and you don't have the both sides to make it equal. Let's go ahead and start the test ride and see how this feels. So first thing I'm noticing while going off is that this bike is a lot higher up. And shifting feels nice and good, nice and smooth. But again, you got that nice power band that you're wanting. And so as a quick note for what this demo ride is going to be telling you, it's going to be telling you the experience of this. I'm not going to be telling you all the details about this, but if you want to look up all the text and specs, you can read a spec sheet just as well as I can. So I'm going to throw down the Harley-Davidson link down below in the description so you guys can go ahead and check that out. So shifting on this bike feels very good. Right now I'm sitting at about 2600 RPM, which I think is right at the power band, and let's go ahead and give it a rip in third gear. Oh, there it wakes up. Much better. Damn, man, that thing wakes up. So 2600 RPM, nice and tame, not too bad. But when you start getting up to about the 3000 RPM, between 3000 and 3500 RPM, you can immediately feel it starts to kick over, and man, does it really start to pull. Let's check out some of that passing power. Nice. And you know, just like any motorcycle with the fairing, I feel almost no wind on top of me right now. I'm getting a little bit of buffeting, but that's just probably because of my height and also the windscreen, the windshield that is on here. You can change out those windshields. I also do have a bigger helmet, so it does catch a little bit more wind. I've just never been super lucky with not getting buffeting with a fairing, so that's just me. It could vary change depending on your height. But man, this bike is super comfortable. The seat really just, it feels like it's locking you in. And I feel like I have so much lean angle, I'm not even getting close to scraping. I can just feel how far away I am. And I feel like I could put this all the way on its side. So I definitely see why Harley-Davidson took out a lot of press people out to a track to ride this bike, because this bike probably really does wake up during the track events. it's got lots of power, but it also feels tamed. It feels easy under the throttle. It feels easy under the grip. But right above that 3,000 RPMs, man, definitely wakes you up. Holy crap, man. And I'm quite surprised. I can see myself, I can see way past my shoulders on this. I normally struggle. So the mirrors on here, I can see very well clearly behind me. So as I also stated before, you also only have the solo seat on top of here. So you're not really going to be able to put anyone on here, but easily change that out. But you also don't have passenger pegs, so you're not going to be able to really ride with another person on this bike, but you can easily add those options there for you. It's just noted that when you are buying this bike, it's not directly intended to be having a pillion on here. So just other expenses that you might have to be getting along with this bike. And as a touring bike, we're going to go ahead and take this onto the highway as it is meant to be ridden. Damn, man. It gets up and moves. This is the perfect platform for starting your performance bagger. It literally has gotten you to a much better place than buying a stock non-ST Harley-Davidson. You are so much closer. The suspension on this is really incredible. I feel so planted on this motorcycle, even when going over some of these roads, and I normally feel a lot of the waviness or the suspension kind of riding in the corners. This thing just feels planted. It has a lot of confidence-inspiring handling from the suspension. You don't feel any wobble in your turns. You don't feel bad going over any of the bumps. Everything feels super good on this motorcycle. I'm just so, I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised at the same time. Just feels good. Rides good, handles good. I'm also normally not the biggest fan of where they keep the handlebars stock on these street glides, but I don't know, something about this really feels like it's a lot more where it's supposed to be. It feels like it's in a lot better of a position. It could be the combination of the higher suspension and higher seat height with this motorcycle that really make the handlebars feel in a lot more of a controlling position. It really does what Harley-Davidson said it would do. You know, if you're in the market for a street glide, or you're even thinking about making a performance bagger, I highly recommend looking at the ST line, because it's just going to be putting you that much closer, that much further ahead than if you bought stock and you had to go and buy all of the parts for yourself. Yeah, like these bumps, they're nothing. I don't feel anything. Let's go over this big bump. Nothing. The suspension is just handling all of this so well. And it's taking these turns like a champ. Crazy fun motorcycle. Big bump. Nothing. God, man. The suspension on this is just crazy. I believe between the motor and the suspension upgrades on this is just, it's definitely putting it into the next level. And then that is where, in my opinion, the money is going to be worth it. So overall thoughts and impressions: an absolutely amazing motorcycle, just so much fun to ride. It's really surprising to me how much of a difference the suspension and also the motor and work, and the combination of them two working together does just put this bike into a whole nother level. I love all of the bronze and black detail, and then also, and just even in the denim gray, that looks so nice too. But everything about this bike just really does scream performance bagger, so it's really putting it into that next level. Who this bike I really think is for is going to be that person that is wanting to do that performance bagger, or have just that little bit more power, but be able to still be able to rip it through the corners and still have that touring bike to be in comfort, because this bike is still very comfortable. And my one bit of criticism for this bike is that I wish you had more customability other than having to replace the windshield. I wish you were able to control more vents and able to control where the wind is going, so you can control your buffeting that is happening on this motorcycle. So again, a huge shout out to Black Bear Harley-Davidson. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on out here and ride these motorcycles. It is so much fun. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit them up, and make sure you tell them Fat Boy Bob sent you if you're in the market for a brand new motorcycle or even a used motorcycle. They got plenty of used motorcycles. Make sure you come and hit them up. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It greatly helps with the channel. If you're new here, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you ring that bell notification. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.